Hello, everyone. Welcome to Simple English Talk. My name is Alex, and today I want to share something very powerful with you. It's simple, but if you really do it, it can completely change your English. The idea is this: just 13 minutes a day. That's it. Not hours, not long, complicated schedules, just 13 minutes. And if you give those minutes to English every single day, your speaking, your listening, your confidence, all of it will start to grow in ways you might not imagine right now. When people hear this, they often think, 13 minutes? That sounds too little. Can that really help me? And I understand that reaction. It sounds small. But here's the secret. It's not about the number of minutes. It's about the habit. It's about making English a part of your daily life. 13 minutes is short enough to be possible even on busy days. But when you keep doing it again and again, those minutes add up. And slowly, something inside you changes. Think about it like this. Imagine planting a small seed in the ground. At first, nothing looks different. You water it, you give it sunlight, but for days, even weeks, you might not see anything. But something is happening under the soil. Roots are growing. And one day, you notice a little green sprout. Over time, with a little water every day, that sprout grows into a plant, then into a tree. Your English is the same. 13 minutes every day is like water for your language tree. It may feel small, but it's powerful. I remember when I was learning a new language myself, I used to think I needed big study sessions, 2 hours here, 3 hours there, and sometimes I did them, but honestly, I couldn't keep it up. Life got in the way. Work, family, responsibilities, those long sessions were difficult to maintain. But the short daily times, they stayed with me. Even 10 or 15 minutes on the bus, before bed, or during lunch break. That consistency built my foundation. And years later, I realized it wasn't the big study days that made the biggest difference. It was the small, daily minutes. So today, I want to take you on a long journey together. Over the next many hours of this podcast, we'll keep exploring this idea. We'll talk about how to spend those 13 minutes in smart ways. We'll practice little conversations together. I'll share stories, examples, and tips that will make those minutes more powerful. And the best part? You don't have to do everything at once. You just need to listen, and maybe even speak along with me when I invite you to. This is not just about grammar or vocabulary lists. This is about making English feel alive, real, connected to your daily life. Because when you give 13 minutes every day, you're not only learning English, you're building a new habit, a new identity. You're becoming the kind of person who uses English naturally, without fear, without pressure. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin this journey together. Just you and me, right here on Simple English Talk. You might be listening right now while walking, maybe sitting in your room, or perhaps lying in bed before sleep. Wherever you are, think about this. Your 13 minutes today are already happening. By being here, by listening to my voice in English, you've already begun. And that's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to feel like heavy study. It doesn't need to feel like school. It's about connection. It's about being inside the sound of English and letting your brain get comfortable with it. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Imagine a river. When water keeps flowing, even if it's slow, over time it shapes the rocks. The water doesn't need to be fast. It doesn't need to be strong. It just needs to be consistent. 13 minutes a day is your flowing river. Little by little, it will shape your English. You might not notice it at first, but one day you'll surprise yourself. Maybe you'll have a conversation with someone in English and realize, wait, I didn't stop, I didn't forget, I just spoke. That's the power of small, daily practice. And during these 13 minutes, you can do many things. Some days, just listening is enough. Some days, speaking aloud, repeating after me is enough. Other days, you might want to write a few sentences or read something simple. It doesn't matter which activity you choose as long as you keep going. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. Worry about doing it daily. Now, let's do a little exercise together. I want you to repeat some simple sentences after me. Say them aloud if you can. If you're in a place where you can't speak out loud, whisper them, or just move your lips quietly. Ready? Let's try. I am learning English. I am improving every day. 13 minutes is enough for me to grow. I can do this. Good! Did you say them with me? If you did, you've already practiced speaking today. That's the magic. It's simple, but it's real. Every time you repeat, your brain is practicing, your mouth is learning the movements, your confidence is building. And I know sometimes motivation is hard. Maybe you don't feel like practicing. Maybe you're tired or busy. But I want you to remember, 13 minutes is so small. You can always find them. Think about how much time you spend scrolling on your phone or watching short videos or waiting for something. In all those little moments, you can fit your English. You don't have to wait for a perfect big block of time. You only need 13 minutes. The truth is, your brain loves consistency. When you practice every day, even for a short time, your brain starts expecting it. It becomes easier, more natural. Just like brushing your teeth. You don't think about whether you should do it or not. You just do it. And English can become the same. So as we keep going in this podcast, I'll guide you through different ways to use your 13 minutes. We'll do short conversations. We'll imagine real-life situations. We'll practice listening and repeating. Sometimes I'll tell you stories, and I'll ask you to notice words or to repeat parts of the story back. Slowly, gently, without pressure, your English will grow. And as you listen right now, notice how you feel. Do you feel calm? Do you feel focused? Or maybe a little distracted? Whatever it is, it's fine. Learning a language is not about being perfect every single moment. It's about staying with it, even when your mind wanders, even when you feel tired. 13 minutes is forgiving. It gives you permission to be human. Now, let's do a little imagination exercise together. Picture yourself 1 year from today. You've given 13 minutes to English for a whole year. That's more than 79 hours of practice. Imagine what your English will sound like then. Imagine sitting with a friend and telling them about your day in English without stopping. Imagine watching a movie in English and catching most of the words. Imagine writing a message to someone and not needing to translate. That future you is already waiting, and every 13 minutes you spend today brings you closer. Let's practice some daily phrases you can use in conversations. Repeat after me. Hello, how are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. What did you do this morning? I had breakfast and then I went to work. It's nice to see you again. Did you say them with me? These are small, but these are gold. Because when you travel, when you meet people, when you connect with others, it's not the big, complicated grammar structures that help you. It's these little useful sentences. And once you can say them comfortably, your confidence grows and you're ready to try bigger things. Sometimes learners worry about grammar. They think, what if I make a mistake? What if I say it wrong? But let me tell you something. Mistakes are part of the process. In fact, they're not even mistakes. They're steps. Every so-called mistake is like a footprint on the road to fluency. If you never step, you never move. But if you step, even in the wrong direction, you're still moving forward. So in your 13 minutes, don't be afraid to step. Speak out loud. Try sentences. Even if you're alone, especially if you're alone, because speaking to yourself is still practice. You're training your brain and your tongue. You're preparing for the moment when you'll use English with others. Now let's do a little set together. I'll say the first part and you answer. Don't worry if you're not perfect, just answer. Ready? How are you today? Good. Now try again, answer in your own words. What do you like to eat? Great! Did you say something? Even just a word. That's practice. Where do you want to travel? Excellent. Every answer, no matter how short, is practice. You see how simple it is? This is your daily habit. This is how you grow. Now, think about the times when you felt stuck with English. Maybe you opened a book and felt overwhelmed by too many words. Maybe you tried to speak and suddenly everything disappeared from your memory. Those moments can feel heavy. But here's something important. You don't need to climb the whole mountain at once. You only need to take one step today and another step tomorrow. 13 minutes is that step. And over time, the mountain doesn't feel so big anymore. Right now, I want you to take a breath with me. Inhale, hold it, exhale slowly. Good. Relax your shoulders. Smile a little. Yes, smile. Why? Because when you smile, your body tells your mind, I'm safe. I'm okay. I can enjoy this. And enjoying English is the secret. If you enjoy your 13 minutes, you will come back again tomorrow. Let's practice a few more real life lines together. Repeat after me. Can you help me, please? I'm looking for this address. How much does it cost? That's interesting. Tell me more. I'd like a cup of coffee, please.